Annyeonghaseyo. Hi everyone, this is Ariel, one half of Soju for Two, and I wanted to make this video to tell you guys about what's going on in my life and update you on all the new things that are going on. So, first of all, my sister is going to try to put up videos either today or tomorrow, and some either watching nows or some final reviews, that sort of thing, because I know you guys have really been dying for them. I'm sorry for the delay. She just really couldn't watch anything for so long. But now she should be able to watch them, and we should be back on our regular schedule. So hopefully you'll see those reviews soon. I wanted to tell you guys about first one thing that I'm doing right now, which is really awesome. My school asked me if I wanted to participate in a museum, like 5-part course on Joseon royal culture. And of course, you know me, I was like, yay, 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 yay. So I had the first one last night. And this is like the brochure, Experiencing Joseon Royal Culture. It's not really a brochure. It's actually like a study book. Like has everything that they tell us about and the places that we're going to go, and then just tons of amazing stuff. The cool thing about this class, it's a 5-part course. 4 of them are basically classes where we learn about Joseon culture and then we get to experience it. And then the 5th thing is actually this Saturday. It's a chance to go to one of the palaces. And I think, let's see which one, Cheongdokgung Palace, and we get to go to like the secret garden, and apparently we get to do a bunch of things that tourists don't normally get to do. We get to do them because it's sponsored by the National Palace Museum of Korea, which is connected to, Gyeongbokgung Palace, and I'll put all of these things here for you guys. And the awesome thing about this, I think it's just offered for like teachers, for native teachers in Korea, but it's just like so exciting because we got to go to the museum. We got to walk around the museum at night after it had closed. There was no one else there. It was like literally a geek stream. I was so happy to get to do that. And then we got to make soap. Let's see where my soap is. Oh, there it is. Sorry guys, I wasn't prepared well enough. So I got to make soap, and I also got to win some soap. They asked us questions, and if you answered correctly, you got to win some. So this one is like a dragon. This one is a phoenix, and this one is a queen. And then I also have a couple other ones that I won. But these are all handmade soap, which is pretty awesome. And we made some there, and that was cool. It reminded me of like a 6th grade project or something. So it was really cool to do that. And then we left there. It was kind of weird. It was like sort of rainy and damp when we left in the palace at night, and there's no one there, and I don't know, it felt very surreal, a bit like historical drama. Like I expected to see like, you know, some sort of like soldier running past, or Lee Min-ho and Faith, maybe. Is that wrong? No, I don't think so. Anyway, that's what the experience for me was like. Coming out of the palace at night when no one was there. It's very, very cool. Also, on a lighter front, talking about dramas. So I want to tell you all about how much I'm loving We Got Married right now. So there's 3 new casts on We Got Married, and I just am addicted to this new season. I think it's really funny. Kwang Hee is probably like one of my favorite people on TV. It's a lot like when Hanjun Kim was on, and he was always so funny. It's a lot like that because I just can't stop laughing when I watch the show, and I don't even know what it is. Like, when this week, they were like putting on face masks, and he's ridiculous. I don't know if he's someone you'd want to date, but I definitely want to be my friend. And he's really hilarious. So I just love the show. And then Lee Jun is just adorable. I don't even know how to describe how much I love this show right now. So Lee-tuk was really funny in the last thing, and I kept thinking it was, you know, the last season. But this is great, and I think like hopefully We Got Married's ratings will go up because this is really funny. Julian Kang is on it as well. He's Canadian, I think, half Canadian, half Korean, and he's, you know, interesting. I don't actually like him as much as I like the other guys, and I wonder what that is. And maybe it's because he's a foreigner, and to me, like, it's not really appealing. But I don't know. I guess I'm sure that everyone loves him so much because he's very, very handsome. But his personality, I don't really like it. I don't know, he's a little bit too full on for me. Anyway, on other news, I wanted to mention the election, just because it's such a big deal. Actually, I heard about the final projections while I was just getting out of my a meeting, and they're like, "Did you hear?" I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Obama wins." I'm like, "Wow!" So yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. Politics tend to bother me more than anything else, but I'm just proud. I'm an American, so I need to think about those things. I voted, absentee ballot, all of that. So very proud. The next thing I want to talk about is my kids, so my students, and what's sort of like is how much I love my kids. So I've been sort of like, not like unofficially, certainly unofficially, taking a poll. Like whenever you meet anyone here, excuse me, anyone who's a teacher, the first thing they ask you is like, where do you teach and what do you teach? And then we all teach English, but different grades, right? And I teach only 6th grade, and I always get like the collective, oh, like how do I survive 6th graders? I honestly like. I don't know if I just like got the lucky stick. I don't know what happened here, but my kids are like honestly for the most part really really good. I mean, there's always like one, minute in every class where I have to like wait for them, to be quiet, and then I just, wait until everyone's quiet and then I keep going. I don't know, my kids are just really well behaved and it's kind of eerie. I don't know what it is. Today they were really funny. I get into class and they're all like, my co-teacher was printing something out. The printer was not working, so she was doing something, and so she didn't come in with me. Usually we come in together, and today we just I came in first. I started telling them to get their books out, whatever, the usual. And so they're all like, Ariel teacher, and they're really, really serious. They come up to me, and I'm like, what? And they're like, how old are you? And I'd already told them my age at the beginning of the year, but apparently they forgot. It's only 3 months ago. And and I told them, I first had them guess, because I always make them guess, so they're speaking English as much as possible. And then I told them, and they all go like this. And I'm like, what's wrong? And they're like, we wish you were 15 years younger so you could be in our grade. And I was just like, you are too cute. And these kids are like the rowdy kids, okay? So can you imagine what my good kids are like? I mean, I don't know. I'm just really, really lucky with them. And they're so cute. They're like, well, you could be our friend. And I'm like, oh, they are adorable. But sadly, I am not 17 years younger, and I'm actually happy about that. I'd rather not be 10 years old again. Let's see. What else do I talk about? Okay, winter camps. This is something interesting. If you don't know a lot about teaching in Korea, winter camps are basically a time when we teach without a co-teacher, by ourselves, and we teach a program, a sort of curriculum established by the school or by the district, and we can sort of customize it however we want, but we sort of have like certain points we have to hit. And while, the camp is going on, we're sort of being evaluated. What's interesting about this for me is that my co-teacher is actually the evaluator. So she'll be going around to the classrooms and evaluating the other English teachers and such, but for me, I'll be just like happy to see her. I'll be like, oh, there's, my favorite person. So I think I have it really lucky because we work really well together. She knows my style already, and it's just going to be a matter of I'll be seeing her, she'll be writing some notes, whatever the case may be. So I'm not really intimidated by that because it's her. If it was someone else, I bet you I'd be really intimidated, but I feel really lucky that it's her. She's great. She's really amazing. I might upload a few videos of us co-teaching on here. I'm going to get her permission first, and I think maybe you guys would like to see sort of teaching in action and what it's like. Okay, and then I just wanted to mention before, like, this is already 9 minutes, sorry guys, but sort of how cold it is here and how it's gotten so cold and how I feel sick all the time, and this is so new for me. Basically in the past 3 weeks, I feel like I've had a cold almost the entire time, and I've never really been like that before. And I don't know if it's so cold here. The temperature is not like freezing or anything. I think right now it's, let's see. Okay, it's 36 degrees. It is pretty cold. But I mean it's not crazy cold. And it's nighttime. But the thing is, and I'm used to this, like in the city it was always this cold, but back in New York, but for some reason, I just feel sick all the time. And I think what it has a lot to do, like I think it's all like in my head because everyone around me is constantly talking about being sick. and then they're just always like, you know, taking vitamins or medicine. So I think it's just making me like feel sick. But I am losing my voice a lot, and I know that's because I'm talking way more than usual. As a teacher, that's all I do. So I spend most of my time talking, so I can understand why I'm losing my voice. But it's a little frustrating feeling like I'm so cold all the time. I know I showed you guys my electric hand warmer. At school, I have a heater under my desk. There's a heater. They finally turned on the heater in our room, but they turned on the heater, but all the teachers are afraid of like the smell from the heater, so they leave the window open. I don't know. So it's very, very tricky. So we have the heater on, but there's the window open. So I'm pretty sure this combination of cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot is really making me feel a little bit sick. But I think that's it for now, and I will also put up a video today about what it's like being a foreigner in Korea and my experiences so far. So that's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.